How you doing, YouTube? Matt Master Beer Reviews back with yet another review. A little bit of Born at Hill Farmstead Farmhouse Funky hopeful goodness in the form of Wunderkammer Brewing. It is their folk costume. This is a Farro ale with mixed culture, age in foeder with rose hips and hibiscus. Yeah, Wunderkammer. I've done a couple of their beers. First one I ever did from them came from my buddy Keith, who actually I picked this up with when we were up in Vermont not too long ago, and it was quite nice. And we ended up having some of their stuff while we were out there on draft, and it was pretty damn good. And I'm really intrigued to try this one because I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot, but I could be wrong. But the owner slips my mind. His name slips my mind, I should say. Who makes these beers? He works at Hill Farmstead and basically makes the beer up there. He was on Steal This Beer podcast, great podcast. Go check it out. I was on it before. You can check out my episode. And he was talking about this Farro ale he made. I believe it was kind of like a homebrew beer that he brought and they kind of drank. And anyway, I think this is kind of that. Maybe the kind of commercial version of that. So, I don't know. Kind of intrigued by it. Let's give it a whirl. See what she's got. I read pretty much everything that's on there. So you're talking about a mixed culture ale with Farro. If you don't know what Farro is, you actually do. You just don't know it. Farro is just it's like when you're driving down the highway or back roads and you see a field of yellow, kind of stocky, kind of plant. That's not like dandelion or anything like that. More often than not, especially up here in the Northeast, that is going to be Farro. You can use it for a couple different things. Cooking and food and beer and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of intrigued because not a lot of people do use it though. Label-wise, it's alright. It's cool. It's a little kitschy. I love the label texture though. It's pretty awesome. And I think I pretty much covered everything on there. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, it looks all the parts of a New School Hazy. And by that I should say New School Hazies look the part of old, unfiltered kind of mixed culture saison-y beer. So you got an index finger of crazy fluffy head on there. I mean, it's just off-white, but it has this kind of peaks and valleys, a topography map, if you will, of beer in there. It's actually really pretty, and what it is sitting above is just a super pineapple juice hazy looking deliciousness. I mean, absolutely beautiful beer from the looks. Let's see what the nose has to offer. Yeah, I mean, she's tart, but she's tart in a way. She's tart in a way that fruit, acidic, citrus-laden fruit can be tart at times. So it's kind of giving me this Brett C vibe. So there's a little bit of funk, a little bit of kind of that barnyardiness. I haven't said that one in a while, adjective-wise. But there's a heaping amount of kind of citrus on top of that. So that's kind of nice. There is a nice, soft, kind of vinous floral character to it. So there's a little bit of soft, white grapiness. And then they talked about, what was it in here? Rose hips? I don't know. Rose hips and hibiscus. There's a soft floralness to it. It smells like it's coming outside of where the hops would come into play. So it's probably the reason why that's there, I should say. Which smells nice. Smells like a nice, soft, creamy, delicious kind of. I think the mouthfeel on this is going to be absolutely fantastic. And you get a little bit of soft, like, it's not like vanilla, but it's not an oaty kind of vanilla. It's somewhere above oaty vanilla, but somewhere below kind of fresh food or wood vanilla. It's got this soft kind of fluffiness to it. I know, sure, you can smell texture. I don't know, but that's what comes to my brain. So she smells gentle. She smells pretty. What's the ABV on this sucker? See if I can give you guys that at least. I assume this has got to be quite low. I don't see it on here. Oh, brewed January 11th, 2018. So it's about 8 months old. It was brewed 2 days before my birthday. Yeah, I'm just going to dive in. Cheers. That's delicious. Yeah. I mean, that Farro is really coming through. It has this really nice kind of wild kind of. It's like an herbal. It's like Farro to me comes off as like a botanical herbal. It's like herbal meets flower meets somewhere in the middle. So there's this kind of earthy spiciness to it. While at the same time, there's this floral, almost perfume-like kind of bit to it. I'm sure the hibiscus, words are hard today apparently, hibiscus and the rose hips are kind of playing towards that, so that could be that. Well, it has this nice kind of spiciness. Again, probably a little bit of yeast going on, probably a little bit of hops going on, but it's distinct. It's there, so you get this nice kind of spicy herbal botanical thing going on with all those bits and pieces from the rose hips and from the Farro and from the hibiscus kind of at play. You're getting an infinitely crazy soft mouthfeel. That is just coming from, I believe, the way the beer is made with the yeast and the barrel at play. Add a little bit of dryness, a little bit of softness, and then that dollop a little bit of vanilla in there just to kind of give it that subtle, soft, kind of creamy vibe to it. This is absolutely fantastic. Very much born of a lot of the beers that you tend to get from kind of Hill Farm stuff, but it has this added kind of fluffy creaminess to it. I want you to think of like all those super new school hazies, the ones that are like water nerdy, soft, creamy fluffiness. It has that going for it, but a more kind of funky beer. It's not wild. It doesn't really come off as a wild beer for me. It doesn't come off as a sour beer. It's more funky. I assume there's a heaping amount of Brett scene here with the way the citrus is playing, because there's no citrus kind of proclaiming itself at all in that label. I doubt they're using like a super fresh hop on this. I assume that's all kind of Brett C at play, but it comes off really, really well. Tasty, soft, delectable, gentle, impactful enough to turn you on, but gentle enough to lullaby you to sleep. Yeah, this is a really great beer. Tasty. You know, a lot of it is power suggestion. Am I getting the rose hips? Am I getting the hibiscus? I'm getting an herbal floral character. Am I going to say that's what I'm tasting? No, I don't know if it's all one of those or the other, or just a Farro showing up big, but it has that element to it. The yeast comes off nice. There's a little bit of soft kind of, didn't even speak to it, like banana kind of bubblegummy kind of ester to it, so you're getting that on top of that bit of spiciness and that big kind of citrus character. It's just a tasty beer. Mouth feels awesome. It's like I said, it's gentle enough to where it's super welcoming to drink, but at the same time, it's impactful enough to kind of move you. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better kind of mixed culture firm beers that I've had as of late. Yes, it actually might be up towards the top on their Mount Rushmore. It's that good. I should be going a little bit more gaga for it, but I think it's absolutely fantastic. Let's see. Brewery only. I assume. I mean, you might be able to find it kind of on sporadic bottles or on draft, because that's how they roll up there in Vermont. Cost-wise, I forget what this cost. I think it was only like $10 for $3.75, right? Yeah, $3.75. We'll do that and leave you with, if you like what will you like this beer, if you like mixed culture beers, if you like funky beers, if you like mouthfeels, if you like Hill Farmstead, you like Swarz, you like all those kind of breweries. So you want impact with gentleness, you want that softness, that creaminess, that beer that kind of belongs inside of you, the pH balance thing I talk about every now and then. This will do you proper. There you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. You want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little Wunderkammer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.